Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hey, welcome to Be My Guest. Today we have from Woonsocket, Rhode Island, a children's author. Her name is Kathleen Clancy. Welcome.
Thank you.
And she has written, get a load of this adorable cover. Did you design this?
No.
Okay. She wrote Happy, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Who designed that?
It's on the back. Her name's Laurie Forgetter, and I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Of course.
It's on the...
Is it on the back page?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Keep it on.
Oh, okay. I got it. All right. You know what? I had broken my regular glasses, squashed them really well, so now I've got cheaters till I get those coming back. Yeah, I did a number on those. Is this her right here in the bottom picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamie Forgetta?
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
Jamie Forgetta. And that's you right there, and you have your own King Charles Spaniel.
That's my Happy.
All right. What made you decide to write this book?
Well, he was my little pal, and I absolutely loved him. And he never left my side, because one of the dogs is named Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And as writing the book, I said, I should have named him Shadow. I could not move. He would follow me to the TV or whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
And so I had to put him down like 4 years ago, but I had started to write it before I had to put him down. I just loved him. He was, I can't explain it.
Was he your only dog that you ever had?
No, I had a dog, a mixture. He was a Schnauzer and Terrier when I was a little girl, named Skippy.
Were you a writer back then, Kathleen?
I wrote poetry, but I didn't write, stories.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I lost all my poetry through the moves with my ex-husband and what have you. And I wish I had them, because I was 17 when I wrote them.
You could maybe start again.
Yeah.
If you're talented that way. So you left high school. Where did you grow up?
In Boston.
In Boston.
Yeah.
Did you go to college and study?
I was a medical transcriptionist, but I did take courses, but I never went to, college. But I did get an equivalent to an associate's.
And you didn't know yet that you were going to be a writer?
No.
What did you do when you left? You went into their transcriptions?
Well, I had my daughter, and I was blessed to be able to stay home and raise her. And then all of a sudden, it popped in when we got Happy. It was 14 years ago. I said, I'm going to write a story about him.
And you made up your mind. Did you... I know some authors are overnight, they'll work all night. Some will in the morning when they get up. Where do you find the time?
Well, it was when she went to school. That's when I started to write more. Yeah.
What did your children think of your daughter?
My daughter loved it. Yeah.
She did.
She was very proud of me.
And she's 29 right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, wait till the grandchildren start coming. Yeah. This book.
I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah. Well, you're going to be one of those excellent grandmas, because not only will you read to them, you wrote it.
And I'm a child at heart.
Were you an only or youngest?
No, I had 4 older brothers, and I was the youngest.
Oh yeah, I was the youngest of 2 onlys.
Yeah.
So he was a lot older, but yeah, my mother read to me. Did your mother read to you?
Yes. Oh, she's an avid reader to this day.
Yeah.
She's 93 years old.
She's just a kid still.
Yeah.
And she's still reading well.
Oh, unbelievable.
I know both of my parents were avid readers, but Mom, you remember Mother West Wind's Thornton Burgess stories?
Yeah, that, yeah.
Yeah, The Wind in the Willow, what was it? No, wait a minute. Grandfather Frog, Jimmy Skunk, something Squirrel.
Well, the other one you said, Wind in the Willows?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
The Thornton Burgess ones were, Mother West Wind.
Oh,
the Mother West Wind
I'll
stories.
have to look that
I'm dating
up.
myself, but she would be the frog. And she would do all this stuff. I got to be, as I've told the viewers many times, I got to be 8 years old.
Yeah.
And she came in the bedroom one night, and she said, Jan, you're old enough to read to yourself now.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I was very dramatic when I would read to my daughter.
Yeah.
And I would go, oh. And so when she would just be looking at the pages before she could even read, she'd be going, oh.
She was looking, she was already getting it. Does she love to read now?
Oh, yeah.
You did it. I did it with my son, too.
Yeah.
If you have at least one parent who appreciates books.
Yeah.
I think the odds are pretty good.
Yeah.
And you have both, like I did.
Now I need to read more. I watch too much TV, I have to admit.
Do you have another one, a sequel coming out?
I started it last night. All of a sudden it came to me because I had writer's block.
Yeah.
Since this was from April 2017. And I just kept saying to myself, I want to write another one. And I couldn't think of anything. But then last night, I won't give it away though.
No, this is also educational. Share with viewers like who Bella was and everybody in here.
Well, Bella's the mother, and she was very protective of her babies. But anyways, it's like left from right, like teaches that, and then let's see, what else was there? Oh, making friends, because they have a pony friend.
Yeah.
And shows that you can have friends that are different from you. You don't have to stay with your own kind.
Right.
And then he jumped into the water when he was all by himself.
Yeah.
And then he wanted his mommy. Thank God she was there and got him out of the water and took him home. And they fell.
And he was safe.
Yeah.
How did you find this illustrator? She's perfect.
Through the publisher, Stillwater.
Okay, well, we've had Steve Porter on. He is the owner of Stillwater Books over in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. He's also a publisher, not a publicist, a publisher of books.
Yeah.
And he did a doggone job.
Yeah.
He really, really did. But now, will she be doing your next book?
I'll ask her to.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to keep the same style.
Oh, yeah.
Why change it? You know?
People look like in libraries. I know myself, not only just for kids' books, for adult books too. I look for, you can tell by the cover if it's the same author very often. And somebody who starts falling in love with Kathleen Clancy's books is going to be looking, not just for your name, but if they can't remember the name of your book, you go up to the librarian and say, it's the lady that has all those spaniels on the front and it's adorable. It's another way they find it.
Yeah.
Now, where have you been appearing? Tell us.
Well, I've been doing more libraries. I read to some children in Woonsocket, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of the little kids, because I have a little setup, because I have a Cavalier, and he's sleeping, and his body, he snores.
You bring the dog with you?
Oh, no, it's fake.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought you said he passed away. Oh, God. Oh, okay. So it's a fake one and he snores.
Yeah, and all the kids loved it. And one of the little girls says, "Can I have that?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey."
This reminds me of that headache place I told you about in Worcester where I went, helping people with migraines. My husband and I went in there and we looked, and I don't know if it was a real kitty at one time, but it's breathing, and it's not alive.
Everyone thought it was alive, the dog.
And it's in this little basket. I'm like,
yeah.
This is creepy. But the kids love it.
Yeah.
And
but it was cute, because even the adults, they kept looking, thinking it was real.
You know something? I think sometimes kids their attention spans are like zip.
Yeah.
I think we adults get an awful big kick out of these books. I know that I'll read them.
Yeah.
I have young adult books. I'll go to the children's section. My son has 2 little ones, and I'll say, okay, let's see, what would they like? Pass that on. Yeah. I brought them to the Millbury Library one time. I think they were just little ones. At that age, they wanted to play with the puppets and all. But it was the idea, Kathleen, of getting them in there, right? You feel that's important too, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you grow up in a family where everyone read?
No, it was crazy having 4 older brothers. And, that's where I became a tomboy, because I had no choice.
But they took care of you, right? They
oh, yeah.
protected you.
If anyone messed with me, forget it.
Lucky, lucky girl.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I was blessed.
You're not going to tell us the title of the next one?
I'm not sure of the title yet.
You're not sure of the title yet.
Because I just started to write down thoughts, but not the title.
So you're basically in Rhode Island. You have appeared in Rhode Island.
Yes.
Like I was telling her, we got to get her up here because there is a dedicated children's bookstore right over here in Sutton. I'll tell you more about that. We've had them on the show, Enchanted Passage, and let me tell you, we need more places like that.
Yeah.
And there are so many other places. Another good place too is, do you ever go into the children's pediatric in the hospitals?
You know what? I thought about it. I just don't want to be sad.
Oh no, because
Talk about happy.
if you come right down to the usually all the pediatric. I know at UMass they have one of those playrooms, And the nurses will bring down who can come in.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not going to make you. You'll be fine. They'll maybe wheel them into the chill, walk down in their PJs.
But I did think about that.
I
yes.
think this would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I really do. There are so many places that this can be. And there's another one coming up, which I can't wait to read. Did you ever think you'd be doing this?
No.
No, you never.
Never. All of a sudden, it just, well, he inspired me, Happy.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
He was just so cute. He was adorable. He just was so much fun. He didn't like a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, he only liked my ex-husband and my daughter. He kind of tolerated.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when strangers would come to the house,
He was.
he did not. No.
Do you like kitty cats?
No.
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 No, our kitty cats. One vanishes, the other one is like, if somebody comes in.
Yeah. He was very protective also because when my old house, a boxer started coming towards us, and I knew he was just going to play. He was like a big goof.
Yeah.
And he attacked the boxer to protect me. He thought the boxer was going to hurt me.
Oh my gosh.
And then another time there were 2 coyotes around our cul-de-sac, and they were coming towards the driveway.
Yeah.
He chased them into the woods, and I said, oh my gosh, he's going to be killed. And all of a sudden he comes
rolls
out proud as a peacock.
You know, places like PetSmart.
Because he was only 23 pounds. He was small.
Our cat is over 20 pounds. Another great place, too. I don't think all children's officers think of it. I think about it a lot. Places like PetSmart. Places like this. If they
I
advertise...
never thought of that.
Oh, I think outside... I have to, for what I do. Outside the box. Places
Yes.
to go like that. Happy places. I think there are even some child care centers
I never got
that
that.
would love to have you come.
Yeah, distract them too.
Right, and the thing is, should let the parents know too, because leave some copies in the parents'
I
week.
never
Buy
got
them.
across the street yet.
See,
Yes.
Now, where were you recently and you sold 13 books? Where was that one?
It's, well, my publisher will send the royalties
Yeah.
to me. And one even sold in England and in France.
Well, you're going to be all over the lot.
Yeah,
You're all
because
over-
Amazon.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon.
While we're talking about it, how can they, besides coming downstairs to the Upton Library, how can they get a hold of Happy the King Charles Spaniel?
Amazon?
Smiley.
Yeah.
Happy. Yeah. On Amazon.
Yeah.
What if somebody wanted to book you? Could they reach you at a certain email address?
I'm not sure about that. I'll
Okay.
have to look into that.
All right.
Because
Okay.
that's what I discussed with you.
Yeah, we're
like
gonna talk
a new
about that.
writer, you don't
Sure.
know what to do.
There are so many possibilities. Anything you think, children, where are they? Where do they go? We've got, even in emergency rooms, this is where I'm beginning to think. I know up at Milford, there's a children's section in the waiting room.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be nice, or if you're going around the emergency room, there's probably plenty of children in each little room. So you ask the parents, do you like a story?
Very
Or-
good.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Great suggestions.
Do you
Thank
have, well, that's what I do. Do you have time for this type of thing?
Yes,
You do.
because to say I can't work. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but it just so I'm home, so I have the time.
That's great. Now, you're in Woonsocket. That's not that far from you. Did you come up 146 or 122?
It was the back roads, the country roads.
You came up, you went the back
That's
way?
the GPS sent me that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got, okay, did you have trouble finding this building, though, with your GPS?
No.
We've had some people sail right to Milford, right past it, on just this GPS.
I love going down the back roads because there's so
Yeah.
many horses. Because dogs are my favorite, and then horses.
You
I
think
love-
there might be a horse book coming up?
You never know. Because I used to, Jingles, the horse in the story,
Yeah.
I used to ride a pony
Mhm.
when I was a little girl. My dad and I used to go over to Milton. There was a stable, and we used to go horseback riding all the time. Unfortunately, there was a fire.
In Milford? Oh,
Milton.
Oh, Milton, okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
the horse, Jingles, was killed. I was devastated.
that's kind of far from Woonsocket, right?
Well, I grew up in Boston,
Oh, okay.
so it's
So you're
not
close
far
by.
at all.
Out here in Grafton, on 140, I think they've got a couple of horse places. You'd love Grafton's like the next town up.
Okay.
You'd love it. You love horses. Go over there and say you'd like to ride or whatever.
Yeah. I couldn't gallop or anything, but a slow walk. That'd be awesome.
So we might be able to look forward to one about horses.
Yeah. You never know.
Now, this little puppy here, Happy, that was the name of your King Charles Spaniel.
Yes.
So he was almost exactly identical to the character.
Yeah, there's 4 different strains. That's a Blenheim.
Mhm.
Happy was a Blenheim. That's the black and tan.
Yeah.
The ruby, and then the mother Bella
Yeah.
is the tricolor. They're all beautiful.
So they're all the same. Okay, so they're different, kind of different colors of the same breed.
Yes.
Have you been to the Woonsocket Library yet?
Yes. Oh, many.
Okay,
That's
you
where I.
All right.
That's where I
You went
first
there.
started there.
All right,
Yeah.
because if you head right up 122, right up the line, I'll talk later. There are so many places. But as I'm saying, this is Kathleen Mary Clancy. Kathleen, again, they can get your book on Amazon.
Yes.
They can.
Yeah.
Okay, and then one of these days we're going to have her back, and she's going to tell us where she's appearing. Nothing coming up right now, right?
No.
No. Oh, we got to get you out there.
Yeah. Well, getting back to school, because it was tough at times to get into the libraries because they're so busy,
Yeah.
which is wonderful.
Yeah.
But it was tough. Yeah.
Also, you're going to think, why is Jan saying senior centers? Many senior centers have what's called Grandparents' Day.
Okay.
And they bring, I know, like we do up here in Upton, they can bring their grandchildren. And you could be a feature.
Very good.
Not too bad, huh? I mean, there's a Woonsocket Senior Center. They're all over the lot. Do you like Woonsocket?
Yes. I'm on the Cumberland side. It's so quiet. I do like it very much.
Do you know anybody in Cumberland, Rhode Island? Do you know anybody over there?
No.
No. Okay, I have relatives over there, or they used to.
I used to live in Cumberland, way back.
Way back.
Yeah.
When did you leave Cumberland?
Let's see. When my daughter was born, I'd say 89. And then we moved to Plainville.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have moved a lot. I can see where you said you missed some of your poetry. What was
Yeah.
your poetry like? Was it more like haiku, or what was it based on?
Love stories.
Love stories.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot about loss, too, though.
lost.
Because when I was 17, unfortunately, as I said, I was a tomboy, and a lot of the boys didn't like me because I was tough.
You had to beat them up.
Yeah, I did. And I could throw a spiral playing football, and
Really?
yeah, I was really. But unfortunately, then they didn't like me because I was like that. And my best friend, she was so cute.
Yeah.
Everybody liked her.
Everybody. Yeah. Was she more of a girly girl?
Yeah, yeah.
I know my best friend and I, and this unheard of these days, but my best friend and I were still walking our baby dolls in beautiful carriages at 11 down we were still doing that, and yet we would have forts, and we would still be tomboys, but we
Yeah.
were girly girls. Do you remember 17 when it was 17 magazine, when it was a little bit
Oh,
bigger?
yeah.
Oh, every month that came out, she and I would plop ourselves down, page by page, with Twiggy and all the
Yes.
different models.
Twiggy.
See, I like this and this. This would be an all-afternoon event.
Yeah.
Who's got 17 magazine? Now it's like,
See, I even, of course, I don't pay attention to it, but I also were into the Star well, not Star magazine, but having the little boy bands, and of course, I was a big Beatle fan too.
so now when you left college now, you were doing the transcriptions. How many years did you do that for?
I did it for almost 20 years.
That's
And
a
then
lot.
That's why I'm disabled, because I got fibromyalgia from it, and
Okay. I have a friend who has fibromyalgia. She's suffered a lot.
yeah. I mean, you have good days and then you have bad days, so you can never know what's going to happen.
Are you both arms?
Throughout the body. Even my knees hurt. Like right now they hurt. But I'm not in agony, but sometimes I just can't even get out of bed.
So when you write, your children, do you do it on the computer, or do you by hand, or better on the computer?
It's better on the computer, but I use my left hand more.
Your left one.
Because I used to go like a bat out of hell
That's-
when I transcribed.
Yeah.
And that's why I ended up getting hurt. Because it just the nerve damage.
Yeah.
And then they did surgery, and then everything got worse. But anyways, I enjoyed it because I'm more like being in the background. I don't like being in front of people, and
Yeah, but you see, with this kind of a book, you just set yourself up.
I did.
People
But
who see this.
I got to step out of the box, like what you said.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm a parent, and I saw that, if I saw this out of one of the children's book sales, this would be ours. I would see this immediately. That's why I'm definitely keeping my copy, because there's 2 little people in my family, hopefully, who will love this. I mean, I haven't showed it to them yet because I've been hogging it until Kathleen comes on. Kathleen, it's on Amazon, and have you got them yet? Not yet, not quite yet in Tatnall or Barnes and Noble or anything.
No,
Not yet.
I've gone to bookstores like Unlikely Story in Plainville,
Yeah.
and they gave it back to me.
Why?
They said no one seemed to want it.
But did you give a presentation there?
No, they wouldn't. You know, I asked them if I could, because I keep seeing, because I get, emails.
Yeah.
Because I not grew up, but I lived in Plainville for
Sure.
many years, and yeah, they weren't interested. So
Oh, boy, I don't usually hear that. Have you heard about the wonderful different author event? Are you going to be at the one in December? Is it Aria, the Rhode Island people?
I really want to go because I've
go.
missed so many times.
I want to go too. I want to, it's a hike here from Upton down there to, it's going to be in Cranston. Cranston.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Cranston. It's going to
this
be Cranston,
month is
December 1st.
Coventry.
That's what
Okay.
Steve Porter was saying. And it sounds like there's going to be a ton of authors. Okay. Of all kinds of genres, everything. I have been to the one up in Danversport every July. That's a blast. That's in a ballroom.
Okay.
Okay. But I want to go to this one. And you think you might go there?
Yes, because there's
Bring
one.
someone with you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Lincoln School. It's like a private school in Providence, and I went there and it was packed.
Oh, yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
got the book published, so I didn't know what to do. I didn't know to call ahead of time, and
Sure.
so I asked around, and they said just make sure you get aware of.
I always tell my authors, they say, when you go to an event like this, don't go alone because, obvious reason, if you have to get up and leave your table to use the John, somebody needs to be there because people are going by your table all the time. You don't want to miss a sale. You don't want to miss talking with somebody and connecting.
Yeah.
Also, you want someone to sit there so you can get up with your book and walk around with it underneath here.
Yeah.
And say, hi, and start talking to people and say, come on over to my table. Or they'll say, isn't that cute? Well, follow me. It's called schmoozing.
Yes.
Schmoozing.
I
I
know
know
that.
you can do that. And that's why you need to have somebody with you. I had an author one time, she just sat there and I was trying to tell her, no. Take an interest in who goes by.
Yeah.
Even if they don't buy your book. Ask if they have a card, or do they know somebody who might want to book you. You never know. And in this authors event, many of those authors are not first-time authors, and they know where a lot of events may be down where we might not know up here. They might know, and they could say, gee, I know somebody who wants a children's author to come.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just, nobody's shy. Just say, do you know of anyone?
Yeah.
And that type of thing. This has been a lot of fun. Kathleen Clancy from Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Happy the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Catch a copy of this downstairs in the Upton Library, okay? And I'm going to be saving mine to read to two little people. Kathleen, you're going to come back on, right? When you get
Sure.
the next one. How long do you think it might be before the next one's done?
We'll see.
We'll see.
I can't like say, oh,
Okay.
it's going to be,
No. Okay. Well, within a year?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, we'll get her back on again. I can't let her go. This is so doggone cute. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All righty, we'll see you next time and be my guest.
All right.